Hey guys, it's me Mr. 250, and welcome back to Tokyo Dark. So we last left off, I said I was going to edit this and upload this, but I decided I'm going to wait. I'm going to record this today and then I'm just going to edit and upload all of it together. And so I guess this is more of a continuation, even though it's been about 2 days for me since the last one. The last thing that we did was we came into the office and talked to, I think it was Tyra, or whatever. The jerk who was like, thanks for the new office and stuff, and we have to give him an answer. I think he asked, what are we doing here? I feel like he's not going to give us a favor. But then again, I feel like telling him to go to hell is not exactly going to help us either. And neither of these sound entirely professional, but then again, is really anything we're doing at this point professional? I don't know. Let's ask for a favor. Oh man, this just gets better and better. Begging me for a favor, huh? Kind of figured you might someday. So what do you want me to do, Ito? Sneak into the evidence locker? Steal your gun back for you? Ha, like I do anything for you. The brass have already told everyone in the station to steer clear of you. You're considered bad luck for people's careers. Well, myself excluded, I suppose. Wouldn't expect anyone to do you any favors from here on out if I were you. And I'd rather not people see us talking and think we're all friendly or something. Now get out before I have to call someone down here. Okay, well that didn't go well. So I guess we can't do anything here. Oh, or we can threaten with violence. Violence has worked well with us. Well, you know, hasn't stopped me yet. Let's go. Yeah, come on, kid. I didn't actually expect to bring out a gun on him, but okay. Hey, stop! What the hell do you think you're doing? Stay where you are, Tyra. You too, Saki. Yami? You really are as crazy as they say, you know that? If you think I'll keep this quiet, you're wrong. Jeez, this is like really terrifying music. Shut up, Tyra. Ooh, we're gonna turn that down just a little bit. Saki, I need you to do exactly what I say. Sure, Ito, whatever you say. Go and look up a file for me. What file? On March 4th, 1996, there was a raid in a compound belonging to a cult called the Common Kai. This is really, really loud. I need a copy of the police report and anything else on record. It's going to take me a little while to run the search, so don't do anything rash, Ito, please. Hell, you're serious, aren't you? Maybe you should put down the gun and we can talk about it. Two adults. Detective to detective. Guess you don't see me as a detective till a gun's to your head, huh? You always were lousy at dealing with people, Tyra. March 4th, 1996. I found it, Ito, but I can't protect you this time, Ayami. Why would you do something like this? This isn't the Ayami I know. There's no way I can look the other way with this. You know that, don't you? I know. Copy that report onto a USB and place it on the counter. Tyra, get down on your knees. Don't worry, I'm not going to hurt you if you stay put. No sudden movement. Oh, she's got the crazy eyes. No sudden movements. Don't try anything. Trust me, I know all the tricks a lot better than you do. I'm going to grab the USB off the counter and leave. That's it. Don't come after me, Tyra. Ito, you stormed into a police station, held a detective and staff member hostage, and stole files. Exactly what outcome do you expect here? I won't come after you now, but someday the cops will catch up to you. Someday soon. Yeah, I'm sure that did a lot of bad things for me. Lost a lot of sanity. That didn't help. Guess we're still relaxed, that's good. Although not nearly as professional. Tyra's right, of course. There's no way I'm staying a free woman for long. How this will all end, I don't know, but I know they won't catch me. I know how this department works too well and its deficiencies. If I keep moving and don't stay in one place too long, I'll be alright. For now, at least. I got what I came for. I need to move. So presumably we need to go back to the apartment to check that USB. I've turned into a bit of a monster, haven't I? And it doesn't look like I can take any medicine, even though I probably need it at this point. Something doesn't smell right. There's a raid in a compound, and all that's left is this lone debriefing? Doesn't add up. Not to mention, so much of what's here is redacted. Officers arriving at the scene found 12 people dead on arrival, including Tokimasa and Mai's parents. Where are the details about how they died? Not to mention the report itself was filed almost a week after the raid, so why aren't there any autopsy reports? It says here, 2 children and 1 adult are believed missing. That must be Mai, Takashi, and their grandmother. Guess that means Takashi was telling the truth after all. So many people have been hiding information from me. It's almost a relief. Still, for such a short report, it raises a whole lot of questions. The list of the dead, their causes of death, if there were other survivors, what else they found. It's all lost. Even the location of the compound has been classified. All I know is that the mask was found in the middle of a pile of dead bodies. What the hell happened here? Why was it covered up? That's, seems like we took a very large risk for not very much reward. Personal effects include mask and several other ritual objects. Yeah, that's not a lot of information. The report is unclear, but it's obvious something terrible happened at the Kamenkai compound. No doubt the mask had a part to play in those 12 people's deaths. In one way or another, it found its way to Reina afterwards. She said she was searching for the door, which means her connection to it is no mere coincidence either. The collector said the path in the dark would never reveal itself, unless I understood her past. The report is a dead end for now, but he gave me another lead. A talent agency called Omega in Kabuchiko. It's not a whole lot to go on, but maybe I'll find the connection I need to connect the dots. For now, all I can do is go to Kabuchiko and ask around. Yeah, we're gonna need some drugs, I think. The pills that the doctor gave me... Whoa. What? I can't... Is this supposed to happen? I don't think that was supposed to happen, but maybe that was like a strange sanity effect, you know? Professionalism's getting a little low. Yeah, I don't think her overlay's supposed to be here right now. And I can't mess with the cat. Alright, let's get out of here. So, Kabuchiko. I don't think we've been here yet, right? No. Whoa. Hello there. The collector mentioned a talent agency by the name of Omega here, in Kabuchiko with ties to Reina. Unless there's a big sign advertising it, which I highly doubt. I'll need to ask around to find it. What's up with these audio lines? Or this background noise, which I have gone ahead and made sure that we are actually recording audio this time, so that's great. Although it's a little loud. Let me turn that down slightly. There, we'll see how that works. Based on the dragon motifs and the general vibe around the building, I'd guess this place is no normal bar. Who knows how many other places around here the Yakuza have dipped their fingers into. That might actually be a little quiet now that I think about it. We'll try that for now. Yeah, this place doesn't seem like a great part of town. 3 faces in uniform that I don't recognize, though I doubt they'll have a hard time recognizing me. The way they're huddled around, it hardly looks like they're doing much police work. More than a few violations probably pass under their noses, but I wouldn't be surprised if someone slips them a bit of cash on the side to ignore them. Cops like that probably wouldn't give me any trouble, and they definitely aren't going to blab to their superiors about seeing me in Kabuchiko. Hey, hold up. Don't I know you? Who, me? Yeah, you. Unless you're hiding someone behind your back. Aren't you the detective whose face was all over town a few weeks back? Yeah, that's it. How didn't I recognize you before? Hey guys, didn't someone from HQ come by and ask us about her earlier? Maybe we should call it in. Hold on, Denjiro. You really think that's a good idea? Huh? What are you talking about? I'm not risking my job over some nobody detective. Yeah, well, call it into HQ and you might be risking more than your job, if you know what I mean. Ryu's right. Why should we stick our necks out when she hasn't even done anything wrong? Being on leave doesn't mean she can't walk around, does it? I'm with Ryu. I doubt I need to remind you boys what happens when you ruffle the wrong feathers at HQ. You guys can't be serious. Look, I'm not saying we arrest her, only you're going to annoy the wrong people, Denjiro. I don't know how much more obvious I need to be for you to get it. No one, not even the detective here, is worth bringing down her wrath. Especially right now. Things aren't exactly on stable ground around here since the Mifune family shakeup. Don't need a repeat of Officer Ono. Pegged for promotion one day and then some anonymous tip comes into HQ that Ono's been selling a little dope on the side. Even got a gun to tie him to a crime scene. Yeah, a gun that's mysteriously gone missing from evidence. You think that story's true? Does it really matter if it is or not? The point is, he has too many questions around here, and now he's in jail. Some police we are. Held hostage by some woman. Screw it. Maybe you guys are right. Suppose if that guy from HQ asks again, we could say we didn't see any detective tonight. That's right. We didn't see you, and you definitely didn't talk to us. Got it? Yeah, I got it. Being on the street around here isn't exactly an easy position to be in, huh? You mean at the bottom? Yeah, it doesn't give us a whole lot of options. Feels like I'm always stuck between HQ and all the other crap going on around here. I'm not sure which is worse, honestly. You read the papers, don't you, detective? You heard about the Mifune family, right? Yeah, I'm sure she has. That's all you need to say on the subject. You never know who's working for who around here, so put a lid on it. Listen, detective, whatever you think we are or what you think goes on around here, it isn't so simple as good cops and bad cops. Remember that. Kabuchiko might not be perfect. We do our best to keep the peace, right? Right. Like Ryu said, we're trying our best. So don't cause any trouble for us, and we'll return the favor by not letting HQ know about this. There's plenty scarier than HQ out there. That's for sure. Why don't you move along, detective? I think I'll do just that. Good luck, officers. We want to enter club? Can't go very far over here, it looks like. Looks like they've been digging up the sidewalk, but since they're blocking my view, I can't quite see what they're doing. Hey, lady, you need something? There's nothing to see here, so why don't you move along? Why should I? You said to yourself there's nothing to see after all. Bit of advice for you. If you're trying to keep someone from staying out of your business, I wouldn't lead with nothing to see here. See, she thinks so too. Every time you say nothing to see here, people stop and stare at us, instead of actually moving along. Nothing to see here really does kind of make me want to see more, you know? It's kind of sinister. Nothing to see here. That's what cops say when there's definitely, without a doubt, something worth seeing. Thanks a lot for the advice, boys. Last I checked, it was you who worked for me, not the other way around. Alright. No need to be so touchy. All we're saying is that unless you want every passerby in Kabuchiko stopping to stare at us, you could try zipping it. Zip it? Is that how you talk to all your employers? You are aware of who I work for, right? Right? Digging a hole is the least of your worries, so do as I say. These jobs are the worst. What exactly are you guys doing? All of a sudden, I can't help wonder what some suit is doing standing by a construction site. Have to agree with the little lady on that one. As far as I can tell, we're pulling up a strip of concrete for no reason at all. No reason, far from it. It's scheduled maintenance requested by the building's owner. There were complaints of people falling or getting hurt because of the uneven pavement. So my employer generously offered her own money to fix it. Maintenance, huh? Seemed perfectly fine to me until we started hacking into it, and you seem awfully impatient for us to fill it back in. Maybe it's got something to do with that little thing you had wrapped in cloth before. Shut up, or I'll ask you to dig 2 more holes after this one. 2 more? Ooh, I get it. I think that was meant to be some sort of threat. Yes, exactly. I mean, what you said wasn't exactly threatening. Honestly, I've heard better. Is he trying to imply that he's going to make us cover ourselves in concrete? Kind of a boring threat. Fine, bad joke. But maybe you two should remember you're being paid very generously to be here, so shut it. And you, miss, would you please kindly move along? As you can see, I'm busy enough with these two without any additional distractions. Seems this club is pretty popular, and it already has a lot of customers. Maybe talking to some of the regulars would give me a good idea of where to start looking for Omega. Alright, in we go. Oh yeah, we're in the party club now. We want to talk to these strange shadowy figures. Can I ask you something? Yeah, sure, you don't need my permission. You heard of an agency around here called Omega? Omega? No, doesn't ring a bell. Why, what's it to you? I'm looking for a missing girl. Missing, huh? Is she foreign? Working for a nightclub? Maybe working for some of the other, types of clubs? I don't remember asking your opinion on the girl. Only if you knew about the agency. Either way, answer's the same. I don't know no Omega, and you probably won't find her even if I did. Girls go missing all the time around here, if you catch my drift. Care to be more specific? No, I don't. Don't think you delicate types can handle it. Let's just say not everyone is as nice to the ladies in those places as I am, and leave it at that. Stir the pot with questions like that and you're bound to end up in trouble. So if you want help, go ask someone else. Can I ask you something? You look like a main character. Whoa, I wasn't doing anything. You're a cop, right? Nope, you've got me all wrong. I'm looking for a talent agency by the name of Omega. Why'd you think I was a cop? Ooh, only cops ask that many questions right off the bat. Well, that and your costume had me fooled. You ought to be careful walking around like that. Oh, I got it. You're some kind of performer, right? What are you doing looking for Omega? Omega's a wash. You won't get any work from them. Worry not, sweetheart. It just so happens I work for one of the best agencies in town. We handle all types. Models, performers, actors, you name it. Even a mature woman such as yourself will have no problem finding work through us. That is, if you're fine with, staying in costume. My lucky day. That's the spirit. Have a drink with me, babe. I'll get you signed up. I'm sure I can find work for you in no time. Well, like I said, I'm looking for Omega. A friend of mine recommended them, so it'd be rude not to talk to them at least, right? If you ask me, your friend's got no taste. You shouldn't waste your time with those losers. No one's even seen their guys around for months. Word on the streets that they ran a bit of debt with the wrong people, if you know what I mean. What do all these people know what I mean? Anyway, you didn't hear that from me. You know where I am if you want a real chance, babe. Maybe we'll talk to you again. Can I ask you something? Yeah, sure. You don't need my... Oh, wait, is this going to be the same thing? Oh, whoops. Okay, so is that all we got? We can't leave here, so we gotta keep talking, I think? Oh, no, we can... Oh! Okay. I didn't realize that I could walk in here. Hello, can you spare a minute? Whoa, how long have you been standing there? Me? I just got here. Why so jumpy? Sorry. There's a big scary guy with a scar here a little before you. He acted friendly enough, but he made me feel a little uneasy. Kept asking me what I was doing here, if I wanted to go somewhere and have a drink with his friends. Honestly, I've been waiting for a good moment to duck out. Think you made the right decision by staying put, if you ask me. Have you ever heard of a talent agency around here called Omega, by chance? Omega? No, never heard of it. I'm actually not ever in this part of town. A friend of a friend invited me out here for a few drinks, but she hasn't shown her face yet. It's starting to stink of some sort of weird setup. Anyway, I still have some pride, so I'm not going to tuck my tail and run just yet. Good luck finding that agency, or whatever you were looking for. If you see that guy I mentioned earlier, watch your back. Evening. You know anything about a talent agency called Omega? I heard they were based here. Are you insane? It's not like I'm asking you to take me there personally. Well, what's the issue? You do know where you are, don't you? Omega ran up against some people. The same people who own this club, and they lost. The Mifune takeover's already racked up quite the body count, and I don't plan on being added to it. I'm not sure who you're working for, but you've come at a bit of a sensitive time. If I were you, I'd turn around and walk out that door. Hell, she probably killed him too. Killed who? Him, you know, Higashi, the owner of Omega. Everyone knew he owed the Mifune family a small fortune. Word on the street is that there's been a little spring cleaning of any disloyal retainers. Do I need to spell it out for you? Good. I've already said too much and you should stop asking around too. You never know who's listening. Who's this suspicious figure? Oh wait, who's this? And why can I only talk to you when I'm pointing this way? Hey, can I ask you something? About a talent agency called Omega. You know anything? Alright, I'll take that as a no. Alright. Hey, do you know this area? What? I had a question about... What? Speak up. I can't hear you. The speaker's right there. You're gonna have to talk louder. I'm looking for an agency. You're looking for a vacancy? In what? No, in... Your what? I'm looking for information about Omega Talent Agency. Do you know anything? Whoa. Really shouldn't shout things like that around here. Excuse me, miss. We were hoping you might join us next door. Consider it an invitation from an admirer. Besides, it's a much nicer venue than this dump. Yeah, in fact, we'd be happy to escort you. I mean, we could just, like, shoot up the place. That sounds like a good idea. Or we could go and probably get murdered. Yeah, who are you? Who do you think? We're just businessmen doing our business. Sure. Good answer. Follow us. Oh, we gonna get murdered. Or worse. Welcome to the dungeon. Welcome. Come in. Let me introduce myself. I'm Katsumi Mifune. I appreciate you coming by to talk. You thugs didn't give me much of an option. The hell you think you are calling me a thug? We're businessmen, you got that? Oh, I got it all right, but I don't think that dressing in a suit makes you any less of a thug. Say another word, you cop. Enough. You say another word and I'll make you wish you hadn't. Now get out, both of you. Yes, boss. My apologies. The quality of help you can find these days isn't quite up to the standard that it was in my father's time. Wild dogs can be difficult to train, but they'll come around, even if I have to beat it into them. Sit down, relax. Can I get you a drink? Yeah, let's get some more whiskey. No, how about no this time? See, finally we got some professionalism. I see. And excuse me while I pour one for myself. Why don't we skip the small talk and you tell me why I'm here? I'm getting to that. It seems you're a woman who doesn't like to waste time. Good. As luck would have it, neither am I. Let's get right to it. A short while ago, a couple of men downstairs ran up to tell me you, a cop, had walked past my bar and into one of my nightclubs. Then I hear you've been sniffing around asking about one of my investments. Investments? You mean Omega? Smart girl. Tell me, Ayami Ito, why is it that a cop is going around asking pointed questions like that? More curious still, not just any cop, but a publicly shamed cop on leave. A shamed cop who's had a history of... How did they word it? Yes, a history of psychotic episodes. How do you know all that? We all have friends, Detective Ito. And when detectives are wandering around my part of the city, my friends tell me everything I want to know. Honestly, you don't seem all that crazy to me. As to why you're after Omega, let's say you piqued my interest. Sorry, look at us. You said no small talk, and here we are off in the bushes somewhere. Let's get back on track, shall we? As you're not acting in any official capacity, it's safe to say no one knows you're here, correct? No, I suppose they don't. In your position, I might have tried to lie, but I appreciate the honesty. It was a rhetorical question anyway. I know for a fact there's no one coming for you. Funny, you don't strike me as the stupid type, and yet you're willingly entering a den of vipers. If you valued your neck staying on your shoulders, surely you wouldn't do something so reckless. You can skip the threats. If you wanted to do something to me, you've done it already. Plus, you're smart enough to know not to hurt a cop. Even one in my position. Ha! Good, I like you. Given your prickly demeanor, I doubt you're working with one of my competitors. And you're definitely not here for your police buddies. Okay, I give up. I have to know. What exactly is it you want to know about Omega? I'm looking for this girl. Her name is Reina. I was told she was involved with this agency somehow. I want to know what happened to her. How very noble of you. Figuring that out might be a bit difficult, as I'm afraid Omega is an extremely recent acquisition. To get back farther, you'll have to talk to its president and former owner, a man named Ichi Higashi? As it so happens, that makes two of us who'd like to have a word with him. Isn't he dead? Like peas in a pod, as two. Unfortunately, when he handed over the business, he became a bit, how should I put it, forgetful about his outstanding debts to us. And the poor thing is so scared of me that he's ignoring all my calls, probably thinking I'd do something awful to him if I found him. I can't imagine how he'd get that idea. Can you? Maybe he'd prefer talking to a police officer instead of to me. I'm not some green recruit. I know how this works by now. What's the catch? You'd never tell me where he was and send me on my way for nothing. Of course I wouldn't. You'll have to prove that you can be trusted first. There's someone else I need you to talk with. Bit of a softer target than Higashi. Pretty good deal, right? Everything you're looking for in exchange for one little job. Just one job, right? Oh, I guess that's not very professional. Helping out a bunch of thugs? Oh, don't make this more difficult than it has to be. You'll agree eventually, so why fight it? I know a lot about you. Top of your class and one of the best detectives on the force. You wouldn't let something as pesky as morals get in the way of good information, would you? I've heard about you too, Katsumi Mifune. Or more accurately, I heard a lot about your father. As you should. My father was a good man. It's not surprising you know more about him than me. That'll change soon enough. I won't be a footnote in his story much longer. My father always undervalued the power of information. But I really get to know the people I associate with. You, for instance. Everything you've done paints the picture of someone who's very determined and very desperate to find this girl of yours. Don't let other people tell you otherwise, Detective. I think those traits are a wonderful combination. However, it also means you don't have a whole lot of bargaining power right now. If you don't want to work with me, that's fine. You can go home and quietly overdose on whatever medication they've got you taking instead. Furthermore, I could just refuse your request altogether, but that'd be so boring. We both need something, so let's help each other instead. Do the job I ask, and I'll tell you what I know about little Higashi. As I was saying, I like him. Like him, there's another business owner in Akihabara who's unfortunately behind in her payments as well. Such a shame, too. I really wanted a straightforward relationship with this one. See, I help out with a few things, and in exchange she kicks back a little bit of her business. Sometimes we send over new contracts to renegotiate the terms of our mutually beneficial relationship. Sadly, she's neglected to sign the newest one. I'm a cop, not some Yakuza debt collector. Do it yourself. Ha ha ha. Suspended cop. You can't parade your badge around as proof that you're some white knight anymore. Due to the recent transition of power, I can't do it myself just this minute. The dogs at Tokyo Police Headquarters start panting whenever me or any of my men are seen outside of Kabuchiko. I'm not asking you to club someone's head in. I'm only asking you to give them a friendly reminder to keep up to date on their paperwork. Easy, right? Take this. Do it for me, and I'll feel a lot more comfortable giving out information about Omega. Also, I'll remind you, with your impending review, it would be unseemly if it got out that you were meeting with Yakuza, wouldn't it? Blackmail, huh? That's such an ugly word. And here I thought we were becoming friends. No, just stating the facts of the situation is all. The business you're going to is the Cat Cafe in Akihabara. Kazu can give you the address on the way out. Wait, a cat cafe or what? A cat cafe? What else would it be? Well, a cat cafe or a cat-made cafe. What? Are we talking cats or people dressed like cats? Because a freaking cat cafe, actual cats, adorable, fluffy, precious cats. Why the hell would I invest in some stupid maid cafe? Cats. Normal cats. Dang it, now I'm all worked up. Look, get that contract signed and we'll talk. I mean, I was going to feel bad about, shaking down the cat cafe, I guess. Or the maid cafe, anyway.